Harley Davidson here on YouTube. I am on my way to pick up some hardware from Lowe's and then head to the garage. It is probably about 27 degrees in lovely New York City. I opted out of heated gear today for some reason, unbeknownst to me. But I'm doing all right so far. We just started. We're gonna get on the highway, head over the bridge into Brooklyn to get some hardware that I needed to work on this chopper that I'm building for El Diablo Run. Yeah, but other than that, I am just gonna do a little introduction here. I've been living in the city for a while now, over a decade. I've been riding for probably close to 20 years. I daily, for the most part, this 2018 Streetglide that I bought in 2019. Yeah, I think I bought this in 2019. One previous owner who did 11,000 miles, some small modifications, and then since owning it, I'm up to right now on the odometer 67,486. So I've done, 56,500 miles on this thing. I've gone across country 1.5 times, once solo. Come on, people. Road rage. What are you gonna do? 1.5 times on this, once solo, with my brother on his dyna, but I was riding solo. And then the second time, when I made it halfway, I was with my partner, riding 2-up, and I do a fair amount of 2-up riding with her. She's a trooper. I've got the bike pretty dialed in for, what I use it for. It's served me well. Obviously, I have, I put 56,000 miles on it and counting. So, love the bike. Very comfortable on the bike. Have a few more things I want to do with it, but aesthetically, this is it. This is how it's gonna look. I was looking at black bikes, obviously very modest, very basic. They look great, but I decided that I wanted to go, I don't know, I was looking at Woodstock Harley Davidson up in New York, upstate. They had this Bonneville salt denim, and something about it just, stuck out to me. I hadn't really seen that, flat white on a bike before, and something drew me to it, and I said, you know what, that's me now. I'm a guy with a white bike, and as somebody who had a white car before, I know how hard it is to keep these things looking clean, and living in New York City and street parking for the most part, nothing's really different there. It's it's tough to keep anything clean in New York City. It's tough to keep anything looking pristine in New York City. When I first picked up this bike, I even said to myself, I'm gonna do my best to try and keep it looking good, but I already knew what I was up against, so I didn't want to really set myself up for failure and say that it's always gonna look like it came off the showroom floor. No, let's be honest here. This bike looks like it was ridden because it has been ridden, and that's really it, man. When people see this, they're like, oh, he definitely rides that bike, you know, he definitely lives in the city, you know. It's got a lot of character. It's got, you know, it's been hit while parked, it's been dropped, it's been, you know, the fairing has been used a bit as a battering ram while splitting lanes and claiming a couple mirrors. So, you know, it's part of the journey. It's part of life in New York City. You know, not everything is pretty or glorified. So this bike is a testament to that. But it's got a lot of power. I went from a 107 to a 124. That was part of the ride halfway across the country. The bike broke down in Indiana. I got it to Denver via a U-Haul, and long story short, I had it built by a shop. I'll do another story on that another time if anybody's interested. But after about 2 years of off and on riding and chasing gremlins, the bike is finally now dialed in after I rebuilt it myself. So it's a 124. We got a 475 S&S cam, full cam chest, oil pump, chain driven gears on the cam. I have S&S cases on the bottom, the fueling shorter sump plug. I have fueling solid push rods. I went with the Screaming Eagle adjustable rocker arms with the Gorilla shafts and mounting kit. I have heads from Fuel Moto. I have a lot of work into this bike. We have a Trask chain drive conversion, AIM clutch upgrade, Star Racing compensator ramp. I've done, and that's the most of the drivetrain right there. I got a few other things in the engine, you know, S&S piston oilers, breathers by fueling. I've done the newer, I'm running the newer M8 transmission cover to combat the oil, not the oil, sorry, I'm just paying more attention to people around me right now, which is very important. I did the newer transmission cover to combat the wow, I'm having such a brain fart right now. Newer transmission cover to help with venting the crankcase. I run it a little bit low on oil so that I'm not getting that extra pressure and blow by, and the bike runs great. I've had it tuned. by Mike at SAE Outlaw Performance out in Long Island. He's a great guy. He does great work. He's very knowledgeable. Anybody in the New York area that is looking for a good dyno guy, Mike is your guy. He knows his shit. If you want to get a build done right, sorry, I had to do it. Mike is the guy to go to if you want your build done right. He can tell you, you know, what pipe, what cam, everything that you want to get what you want out of the bike. If you want something that's just going to be a low-end powerhouse, you want something that's going to, you know, just get you that horsepower you want, or if you want it dialed in so that you get your best fuel economy for doing, you know, long miles, whatever it is, he's going to sort you out. So shameless plug here for Mike at SAE Outlaw Performance. And so he's got it tuned in real good. No issues there. And as far as any other upgrades on the bike, I have Öhlins in the rear. I got Legends cartridges in the front, but I am going to be upgrading to taller forks in the front. We're gonna go +2 in the front so that I can jack it up a little bit and get a little bit more lean in them turns, because I've been scraping for too long now. And yeah, I have the I did a set of Galfers front and rear, and I got cosmetically, we have I think first thing I did was the bars. I got the hoop tees. I don't remember what height. I got the trigger levers. They're shorty trigger levers. We have these Biltwell Alumicore throttles, because they have replacement rubbers, which is nice. I got Biltwell mirrors. I did these handguards from Memphis Shades. They really help with the taller bars, with being able to break some of the wind, break wind. And I've gone through various of the windscreens before I finally landed on this Clockworks. I don't remember what height it is. If anybody's interested in the height, shoot me a comment and then I will look it up and get back to you. I don't remember right now. I think this is the 6-inch Clockworks, but I don't remember exactly for sure. I've got crash bars front and rear from Santoro Fabworks. Love these crash bars. I also have on the bike, I went with the Ultra Cool oil cooler and the Pro 1 oil filter, just to keep it a little bit cooler. And you know, in the summer in New York City, when you're in traffic and sometimes you can't sneak around people as much as I try. You know, the bikes do get pretty hot, especially with going with a bigger bore motor. That's just the way it is. More compression, you know, bigger combustion, you're gonna have more heat. With the tune, it definitely helps, but these bikes, they do just run hotter, and it helps to have, you know, that additional oil cooler to help you know, circulate the oil, cool the oil. And these ones are great because they have the fan that pulls the heat off of the oil cooler, but also at the same time it's blowing air across the cylinders, so it helps to cool the cylinders down too. So it's pretty nice. With that, I also put on the rider cool assist fan that goes behind the motor, and that helps to pull the hot air off of the motor and away from you. And that's nice for me, but really it's nice for my passenger princess, so her you know, feet and legs don't get too hot. Comfort is key here, people. That's why we have these big bikes. You want to be comfortable. You know, if I didn't want to be comfortable on a bike, I would have kept riding a 1200 Sportster, you know, doing 100+ mile days, being all cramped up. So we got a Saddleman SDC seat. I put a lot of miles on my first one, and ended up actually just totally beating the crap out of it. It's okay. If you want to pass me, just make sure you get all the way in the other lane before you pass me. You don't have to pass me in my lane. So yeah, the Saddleman SDC seat with the gripper. Love the seat. I broke this as soon as I got the seat. I did a 1K, and I was totally fine. I was ready to keep going. So a lot of people think that it doesn't have a lot of pushing. You know, that's why some people will run the road sofa. You know, it's got more cushion. But I just like the contour of the Saddleman SDC, and that's why I run it. And I replaced the original one with one that has the little bit of lumbar support, which has been great. Really helps on them long rides. There's not much else really. I've replaced a bunch on the bike from, you know, insurance claim. The bike was parked and there was a freak accident. Somebody got T-boned and their car ended up in my garage basically while I was in there, and totally wrecked my friend's Dyna, and wiped out my rear fender and my saddlebags. And so I got, you know, a different rear fender. I have this chopped fender from Nasty Hog, and I went with the pole shot bags from Advan Black. And I really like the look of that. I will be believe doing the whole shot tank as well from Advan Black. And I think that's pretty much it cosmetically for what I want to do. I have the Flow Motorsports shifter, brake pedal, floorboards, passenger boards, all around. We went with the chrome on all that. And then I didn't want to do the bike just, you know, black and white. I wanted to have a little bit of chrome on there, so I think it just accents it nice. I'm running the Harley Sissy Bar, which I have a taller one that I use for longer trips, for packing more gear. And I'm running I don't know, I don't remember what brand the rack is on the back of the bike. I missed my turn. I'm gonna just do a little illegal move here like this. Don't tell anyone. What else I got going on? I'm just looking over the bike right now. I put these rails on the top of the bag lids for when I'm doing some long miles. It's just a little extra spot that I can just strap down like a lighter bag, you know, for clothes or something like that. And I think it pairs well with the rest of the look of the bike. So as far as lighting on the bike, I've got the tri-bar on the back fender obviously deleted because the rear fender is a shorter fender. I have what else do I have in the back there? That's really it for my rear lights. Is just the what the hell you call them there inside. Let me take you with. So yeah, in the back I just have the lights here. That's it. Very clean. I have a custom dynamic strobe on those so that they will flash repeatedly as long as my pedal is held down. In the front I have custom dynamics grill lights. We got the Moons Fly IV2. I got Hogworks DRLs with turn signals here, and I got some Harbor Freight fog lights, driving lights that I welded a custom mount on there, but I will be switching those out eventually. Just doing a quick walk around the bike. I don't think there's anything else noteworthy. Yeah, that's about it. We're running an S&S pipe. I like it. It sounds good. Yeah. I did the Soundwave. I did a Soundstream V2 head unit. I had a Sony unit in before, but it was not waterproof. And on our trip to Harley Homecoming, that thing went on the fritz. So we got Soundstream V2 with some Rockford Fosgates and a Rockford Fosgate amp. It sounds great, but most of these days I just use the Cardo head unit. So but it is nice. Sometimes I will just throw that on and rock that if anything. So with my dyno jet, my tuner, my Power Vision, I just drilled some holes in my gas cap lid and mounted it on there, and then I notched the lid here so I could run the wire, and it still flips up and works perfectly, and it's, you know, pretty clean. That's it. I got my Easy Pass here, and that's it. Yeah, that's my bike, and thanks for checking it out, and we'll catch you later.